Hi, I'm Connie, and this is my channel, Stitchy Things, Knots and Frogs. I believe the last video that I did was the middle of January, so it's been a little bit of time. Hadn't intended to take so long, but we've had some, let's just say, technical difficulties. Computer died, locked up, blue screen of death, the whole shebang. Took some time to try and figure that out and try and retrieve files. Was unsuccessful. Had to get a new computer, get everything up and running, and so here we are today. And we'll get caught up in things. Now, I don't have a whole lot of stitching to show you. It's been a crazy, what has it been, maybe 6 weeks. Just life, and when you don't feel good, you don't really feel like stitching. So it's been a little sparse. I have added a couple things to the rotation. Yeah, let's how it is. So let me just show you what I have, and I will put up little pictures. Let me scooch over so there's room. I'll be putting up little pictures showing the completed pattern, along with the details, in case that's easier for some people to read them rather than just hear them. Because it's easier than sometimes if you see a pattern that you're interested in, it's a little easier to get the details from a written screen rather than my babbling. So first, we'll start off with my tropical island Afghan. This one is yes, it's an Afghan, and I mean, fortunately, it's still a little cold out, so it's not too uncomfortable to have a big Afghan draped across you while you're working on it. Although, I've been working on coming up with different techniques for corralling all that extra fabric. So it seems to change, weekly at most, or at best. It's from Stony Creek, and it's on an 18 count and cloth, in white, and it's just using the called for DMC colors. And I mean, it's one of the nice things about it is that, because it's an Afghan, it's in several different, like, individual blocks. I mean, the individual blocks make up one whole picture, but it's nice because you can finish one square or page and feel like you've accomplished something in this enormous project. And plus, I can skip around a little bit. It's quite a bit of black colors, which is also nice because it's a refreshing change from confetti on some of the other projects. But let me show you what we have here. It's kind of big, so woo. All right, so let me see if I can. I don't know if I can get the whole thing in here. Do 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 do. Oh, scooch a little bit more. There we go. I think that should do it. Do do do. So, I believe that the flowers up here, and then that were part of what I showed you previously. And then this is what I've worked on more recently. So again, some nice black colors to kind of get a few more accomplished in a shorter amount of time. Let's see, anything other special on that? I think I mentioned it's from Stony Creek collection. And again, I'll put up something on the side here for more details in case I missed anything, because the nervousness of doing these recordings means that I forget a lot of details. One of my previous recordings, I didn't realize until afterward, that when I looked back on it, that I had forgotten most of the details. So we're going to try and be a little bit more calm and deliberate this time, and try and keep all the details straight. The second one is my long dog sampler, lo and behold. And again, I started out this one. I recently got a Facebook memories on this piece. So I started it over a year ago. And I wasn't really liking the color combination of the fabric and the floss. So it kind of got put to the wayside until I, made a decision. And then once that new floss came in, I just kind of went crazy and, was working on it pretty consistently. Again, tapered off, the last month or so a bit because of just, not feeling that great and not having as much time, trying to focus on some other things. You got to do that stuff around the house inside and out. So, but, so here's what we have. Whoops. And I do kind of bounce around a little bit in the areas that I work on. Let's see if we can get that in there. Yeah, as close as we can. Do, 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 do. Oops, hold still, stop swinging. There we go. So that's where I'm at with that. Again, I can't really pinpoint exactly where I've been working on, because I'll do some of the border, and then I'll work on the elephant, and then I'll work on the words, and then just kind of move things around. I mean, it's really the only thing that you can change up on this, because it's a monochromatic. So just to keep myself entertained, I just bounce around a little bit here and there. So again, this is from Long Dog Sampler, and it is on a let's see, what is this material? It's a 32 count Lugana opal in the color Ash Dark, and it's opalescent, which is where the original problem came in, because I had no idea that it was going to be a green opalescent. So what I had originally bought the fabric for, that would have been completely ridiculous. The green would not have gone with my project. So I just decided to find something else to put on it, and ended up with a long dog. And I've really been enjoying working on this. And then the floss, I ended up, it was always a Silks for You color. And I mean, I love their floss. And in fact, I recently subscribed to their Silks of the Month Club. And although I haven't received anything yet, even though it's been since January, so I'm a little let down about that, to be honest. I've been very excited. I'm stalking the mailbox every day, but nothing yet. But we'll see. But at any rate, so this is this ended up being part a color in another pack that I bought, the Bright pack, and I just I just took all the colors and threw them on the fabric to see if any of them kind of called to me and I thought would work, and I ended up with this light green that matches the iridescence, the opalescence, pretty well. So I'm really enjoying myself working on this one, and hope to get much more done coming up here soon. So then the next thing, so the next two, so I've got 4 total that I worked on in the past month, and they're both sals. The last 2 are sals. The first one is Jelly World. It's the 2025 Haid sale. Let me try and get up close and personal there. So you may remember that there wasn't a whole lot more done on this one than you see here. I did work on it a little bit. I have to admit that the confetti has kind of, I don't know if I don't know if you want to say intimidated me so much as that the complexity of it sometimes, it's just a bit much, after a long work day, and when you don't feel good, that's really the last thing that your poor little brain wants to deal with is confetti. But I did pick it up and work on it a little bit, so I'm hoping that I just need to continue to get myself to work on it. And I think the more that I get into it, the more enjoyment that I'll as I see the progress, the more enjoyment I'll get out of it, and be able to dedicate myself to that a little bit more. So again, that is Jelly World. It's the Haid 2025 SAL, or one of the 12 options in the SAL. And it's just, the regular called for DMCs, and it's on the 25 count easy guide. I think that's pretty much it for that one. So again, hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more going on that one soon. And then the last one, which is actually the one that I've probably worked on the most, is another Sal, and then this one is a chatelaine, and this is a water garden, and it's a group of people all over the world are working on this, and it's so cool to see everyone's work and hear everyone's stories and and how everyone seems to have, well, not everyone, but a lot of people seem to have the same problems that I have, or are not. I mean, some people are flying ahead because we have the you bought the pattern ahead of time, so there's really nothing stopping you from going ahead and doing as much as you want, rather than staying with the SAL, with the group, because they're breaking it into, I believe it's 11 or 12. I think it's 11 pieces, and then they release a section each month that they've designated for that month. And well, let's just say, so we just began March, and we got the third installment, and we got the third installment just in time for me to finish the first installment. So I'm still a month behind. So yeah, I didn't even have a day or a moment that I was caught up. So whatever. Or at least I could pretend that I was caught up, that I was still in the same month. So anyway, so here is the water garden chatelaine. Let's see if I'm getting the whole thing in there. There we go. So all the blue was section 1, and then the gold around the outside is the beginning of section 2. So and I'm really enjoying working on this one. It started out using MPI silks, and the gold is DMCs. So it's been really fun to work on. Again, it's just a matter of time and and the will, I guess. Not the desire. I have the desire to work on it, but things can get a little hairy. So so there's that one, and this particular one is on a 28 count opalescent linen, from Oak Crown Studios in the color Garden. It's been, let's see, I started this at the end of December, New Year's Eve, actually. So I'm just happy that I'm seeing some progress, because let's be honest, I haven't gotten a lot of progress on anything in the last month or so. So I'm just happy to see that. So that's it for the whips that I've been working on. I do have one new project that I started, and then a couple of new pieces that I bought, because you always need more. You need more. So the new project that I started on is called Medieval City, and this particular one is by My Beautiful Stitches on Etsy, and it's on a 24 count Congress cloth. It's a counted canvas, and let's see if I can get that in close. Oops. Sorry for the little jiggling there. But so this is using, I'm not using any of the called for colors. That bright pack that I mentioned that I purchased from Silks for You. I don't even remember how many colors were in there. I think there were like maybe 9 or 10 or more solid colors, and then 3 or 4 variegated versions. So I've just been kind of going crazy and picking what I want where, and not following any rules except the actual charting. Just not the colors, just going crazy with the colors. And there's I just love how bright and vibrant they are. They're absolutely gorgeous, and it's a lot of fun to work on. And I don't have a lot of experience with the specialty stitches, but fortunately, the instructions are very good so far, and I haven't had any issues. They're very thorough. So let's see. So then again, that's on the Silks for You, and I think that was really it for that one. Oh, it's like 14 overall colors. So it might have been 10 solids and four variegateds that came in that pack. But so I'm really enjoying that. And that's the only new start. We had our EGA chapter had a luncheon recently, and then afterwards we went to a local needle workshop. And you can't go and not buy something. I mean, that's you have to. You have to. So I picked up this one. Let's see. The Bird of Paradise Mandala by Glendon Place, designed by Cheryl Granda. Sorry, it's in the package here. Woo! Let's see if we can get rid of some of that. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. So I have a Bird of Paradise plant. It's not bloomed, but I figured it was an appropriate choice, and I went for the called for fabric, which is on this one. Let's see if it says here. Oh, it's a 28 count Cashel linen by Picture This Plus in the colorway Chime, and I can actually just pull that out and show you. So this is the color fabric that it's on. It's like a mottled yellow. And then this one is done with Dinky Dyes, Dinky Dye Silks. And I can just pull that out and show you the lovely, gorgeous colors too. Woo! Oops, we're stuck. There we go. So, look at those lovely colors. So I haven't started that one yet, but it's it's all kitted up and ready to go. And then the other one, you know how they get you? You know how they get you in these needle workshops is the samples. Really, it's the samples. Seeing some of these projects worked up, it's just it goes from being something that you're interested in to something that you can't live without when you see the actual live sample. It's ridiculous how gorgeous these are. So this particular one is called Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. And let's see if we can get that in there. Generally not my normal. Let's see if there we go. Not my normal I guess choice, but I couldn't resist. It was really cute. And now this one, however, is going to be a new thing for me because it's on a 40 count. And as long as I have magnification, I think I'll be okay. It's one. I think it's 1/2. Does it say? I don't see it right now. But again, this is a Picture This Plus linen. It's a. Do I have it in here? Yes, I do actually. This one is. It's a 40 count Newcastle linen in the color doubloon, which is not the called for color. I just if the picture shows more of a yellow background, and I didn't want to do two projects that were pretty much the same, almost the same color fabric, so I went with doubloon. Let me actually just fold this up a little bit. The whole thing doesn't matter because it looks the same all the way through. So this is doubloon, and I think that'll work out pretty good. It's a really pretty color. Again, not normally my cup of tea. I'm not, the neutrals are generally not not what I tend to gravitate to. But and then so then I kitted this up. And I don't know if I pulled enough floss, but I just wanted to pull enough to get started. So these are the colors on this one. Very fall, of course, because it's Halloween. So I can't wait to get started on that one too. But, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to behave and not get too carried away with starting the new projects because I have so many whips that, you know, that I want to work on and I don't want to be neglected. And plus the two sales that I would really like to keep up on, which I have failed at massively so far. So that's all I have for this time. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all we have for this time. So again, I'm going to hopefully now that I've got my technical situation sorted out, I'll be able to again be a little bit, you know, be consistent in putting out videos every month. And I think that I'll probably put them out again the second weekend of the month because you know, it takes me a little bit longer being new at the whole editing and recording thing. So it's taking me a little bit longer, but also everyone, you know, all my favorite people put out their floss tubes on at the beginning of the month, the new month. And I'm just too busy watching theirs to be making my own. So, you know, there you go. So thank you everyone for tuning in for another episode. So hopefully you liked what you saw and will give me a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.